It's a new day.
Yeah. New day. New day. Yes, indeed. It's a new man. What's up with it, family? What's up with it? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth. And this is indeed, man, this is indeed your Black Coffee Club Live, man. I am indeed Junior the Truth. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. Thank you guys so very much, man. Salute to the family, man. Salute to everybody, man, for taking the time to tune in. Thank you all so much. I am indeed your host, Junior the Truth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth. That's JuniorTheTruth. And it's over all the social media platforms, each and every one, man. But if you're really looking for me, you can catch me over on the Simple Truth Network, www.thesimpletruth.network. Also, JRTheTruth.com will get you there. It's JRTheTruth.com will get you there. I'll put the link in the description to the site. But man, salute to y'all. Thank you all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. Man, once again, prayers and positive energy, man, and the thoughts with everybody in Florida dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Milton, man. Just really just pulling and praying for you all, man. So man, and I encourage everybody to do the same. You know, I encourage everybody to do the same. I have family, friends, loved ones down there, man. So I encourage everybody to do the same, man. Man, it's fall weather, man. You know what I mean? This is one of my favorite times of the year as we start to enter into the harvest season, man. It's twofold because it is a time of, you know, pressing toward the end of the year, like pressing toward the mark so that I can, you know, enter into the holiday season with the proper, you know, spirit, man. You know, I like to have the right spirit as we enter into the end of the year and enter into the holiday season, man. I like to be in a holiday spirit, if you will. So, you know, you have that, but also, you know, entering into the harvest season, it's just a mad press, but also there's that this is the part of the year where I start reflecting. You know what I mean? I start kind of reflecting and looking what went well this year, what didn't, what can I make, where can I make changes, where can I make the adjustments, so on and so forth. So this is definitely my favorite time of the year, though, man. It's also, football season. As you all know, sports really start to jump as well. But yeah, so we here, it gets brisk, it's sweater and hoodie weather. You know what I mean? I started shopping. I gotta find another Carhartt, man. My Carhartt has a big ass burn hole in it, and I said I wasn't gonna do another year in that Carhartt, so I gotta find me another Carhartt, at least the coverall part. My Carhartt, my actual jacket is cool, my coat is cool, but I need to find another some more pants. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, just because I'm excited about the weather change, I guess. Um I can't stand being hot, man. I can't stand being hot. I like when it's brisk outside. I like the milder to cooler temperatures, so on and so forth. So it's that time of year, man. I'm definitely excited. Um, I'm just but then too, this is also the time of year, man, where you really start to look at your families, man, start to, you know what I mean, start to um you start to look at your children, you start to look at their growth. Well, I start to look at their growth and their development, and you know what I mean. My big baby, she big babying, you feel me. My little babies, they little babying, but they're developing, and they're having their own, they're coming into being their own people. You know what I'm saying? They're coming into being their own people. And so yeah, 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 yeah. But anyway, man, it's my favorite time of the year, though, man. So salute to the family, though, man. I wanted to, before we go too far, man. I just wanted to say that today we're going to be doing a deep dive into and when I say deep, um, just the psychology and the inspiration behind my book, The Simple Truth MinuteManual, the 1 hour book that'll change the way you watch the clock. Of course, written by yours truly, Junior the Truth. It's available in all formats. Actually, it's available in print format. It's available in ebook, digital format, and it's also available in audio format. So you can find it everywhere, man. But I am it's available. You can look on Amazon for the book. Lala D, hey Lala D. Lala D said it's pumpkin season. Lala, you better get the hell away from me with that pumpkin stuff, man. I'm tired of pumpkin. Every time I turn, man, y'all been taking, hold on. Let me stop there. Um, but we're gonna do a little bit of a deeper dive into the book and the psychology behind it. And so it's just imperative, that we get this done. So thank you all so much, man, for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. But before we go any further, man, let me get it together.
One, two, and I've hustled harder than most. I'm a beast on these streets, got a revolver I tote. For these niggas trying to take me off the block where I post. Up dailies, sip Baileys out the bottle and smoke.
Yes, indeedy. Okay. I do that for me. You know what I'm saying? That intro is for me. Yeah. I do that intro, man. That intro is for me, not for salute to everybody else that enjoys it. You know what I mean? But that intro, man, that's for me, man. Ooh, that's for me. Yeah, that's for me. So all right, man. So as far as, let me go into how, I don't know. I don't even know how to start. Like, let me go into the psychology of the book. You know what I'm saying, or not the psychology. Let's do the inspiration of the book. Um, for me, I was it- I wanted to present a piece, um, and I wanted to create a book that, those of y'all didn't know, you noticed the book is small, it's a square shape. It is chock full of, valuable information. But I wanted to put something together that was not intimidating. I wanted to put something together that was chock full of information, but I didn't want it to just be information. I didn't want it to just be just a bunch of just information. It's been my experience when I pick up books in the, self-development, self-improvement, self-help genre. Those books are usually chock full of quotes, chock full of theories that of other people, philosophies from some of the greatest philosophers of the world, business principles from some of the best business minds that have ever walked the earth, and so on and so forth. And it's like just a lot of information that's just presented and it's just there. I did not want to do that with this book. Like I absolutely wanted nothing to do with the book just being that. I wanted the book to be chock full of practically applicable principles, meaning I wanted you to be able to look at the book, read something from the book, and I wanted you to be able to reflect and apply that to your life. So I wanted it to be chock full of practically applicable information. That's first. Information that you could practically apply to your life. I am a practical application person. I've always been that way. I'm a practical application learner. As a student, and I am a lifelong student, right? I believe in lifelong learning. But literally as a student in undergraduate, graduate school, as a college student, you know what I mean? Man, I'm telling you, I feel I am a scholar. And as a scholar, I have to have information that I can take and practically apply to my life. If I can't practically apply the information to my life, then I can do absolutely nothing with it. And so I've had so many classes that I've taken information, tested on information, had exams on information, and I have not practically applied that information to my life, and so it's no longer with me. But I also have had classes where I had to go through a process, or I had to do something with information, and I was able to take that information and practically apply it to my life, and it still has stuck with me and still resonates with me. So I'm a practical application person. So I wanted the book to be full of practical application stuff that you could practically apply. I wanted it to not be intimidating. You understand what I'm saying? It's nothing worse than, for me, I believe as a reader, because I'm a very visual person. So I believe that when you'll get intimidated by a book when you start reading it, and it's just words and 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 words. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to take the book and I wanted to make it aesthetically pleasing. So as you go through the book, you'll see standout, images, quotes. You'll see things that are there that will break up the monotony of this information. But I wanted it to be aesthetically pleasing and not be intimidating. You know what I mean? And the other thing that I wanted, and I'm not gonna play with you all. We are so busy, like everybody's busy. Like we are busy in our lives. We have work, we have our children, we have our spouses, like we have, you know what I mean? We have so many situations that we're um embarking on in life, right? So I wanted to have a book that you could pick up literally and read in an hour. And that is why it's called the 1 hour book. It is the 1 hour book. And I wanted to, and it was so funny. Um, my old head was talking to me when I, created it, and so on and so forth. And he was telling me how genius it was, and I wasn't really thinking about it. He was like, no, you got to understand how ingenious it is. You created a time management book that it won't take anybody more than an hour to read. You feel me? So within all of this information that you're giving, you're still adhering to um the overall theme of managing your time appropriately. And I'm like, ah, man, I guess so. You know what I mean? But I literally wanted to create a book that a person can sit down and read. So when you're in the doctor's office and you waiting on an appointment or whatever the case may be, you can pick up the book, read the book. You know what I'm saying? If you're at the coffee shop, you can take the time, read the book while you're waiting. You know what I'm saying? You know, life has become a hurry up and wait situation for us now. I wanted you all to be able to, or I wanted the readers to be able to pick up the book, excuse me, and read the book literally in an hour. Salute to my brother, Dr. Rayshawn L. Wilson in the building. What's up with you, bro? Salute to you, Shees. Salute to the Shiny on the tracks in the building. My soul to keep. Salute to you, Shiny, over there on Instagram, man. But I wanted to have this book and it be just, I wanted it to be non-intimidating. I wanted to be chucked full of information that you could practically apply to your life. And I wanted you to be able to read it within an hour, period, under an hour. And that's just literally it. Like, it is very simple. It is very, very simple. And that is the whole premise behind the book, the Simple Truth MinuteManual. You feel me? The 1 hour book that will change the way you watch the clock. And so that's I mean, hey, Joe Delaney, salute to you, Joe. I see you over there. And it was now, let's bear in mind, like, let's be clear, like this book in particular, this book is the older book. We recently released the new book, which is Romance in the Moment, Intimacy and Time Management. That is based off the same premise as this book, but this book is the older. This book is the Godfather. This book is the introduction of the Simple Truth and the MinuteManual franchise. But I wanted to really come in and just do a deeper dive on the book. I have a philosophy in my life, and the inspiration behind it is that the most precious asset that you own, that you have, is your time. It's not like, you can't ever get that misconstrued. Your most precious asset that you have is time. Time is an asset. Time is a commodity. Time is a currency. And it is the most valuable one that you own, which is why people pay you. You understand that people pay you for your time. When you go to work, people are paying you for your time. You understand? Like, people literally pay you for your time. Everything pretty much in our experience revolves around the exchange of time in one way or another. I know it's very difficult to look at from that standpoint, but it is, I'm telling you, if you look and you really break everything down to the core principle, or to the core, our experience revolves around the exchange of time, currency, and time. And so I want us, because that's something we don't do. We do not look at ourselves, and we don't look at our time in a precious manner. You know what I mean? We are so very frivolous with our time. We are so very careless with our time. You understand? And so that is one of the things and that is the leading, the guiding light of the book, if you will, is to really truly look at your time and address it as it should be, which is the most precious commodity, the most precious asset that you have. You feel me? So I'll cover just three of the main principles of the book. The first principle that I'm gonna cover of the book, the main principle of the book, is man, I don't really want to cover these principles. uh My brother Rayshawn, Dr. Wilson says, we waste so much of it too. Yeah, we waste so much time, bro. Like, think about if you really, man. And so, okay. So let me say this. Let me go into the principles. So the first one is just an expert. You know what I'm saying? It's the expert. And the premise behind the expert is, I am building the reader up because I want the reader to understand just who you are. And I want to empower and embolden the reader to understand who you are, to understand what you are, to understand that you are actually an expert. You are a subject matter expert of yourself. You feel me? This whole platform is committed to promoting promoting self-growth, promoting personal growth, because personal growth is professional growth. You understand what I'm saying? Personal development is professional development. So we're pushing towards personal growth and promoting self-mastery. I'm promoting self-mastery. And you are the expert of yourself. You know what makes you tick. You know what makes you happy. You know what, or let me rethink that, because a lot of people don't know what makes them happy. But you know what's going on with you. You know your truths, you know your lies, you know what makes you, you know what you did last summer. And I mean, you are the expert of you. People go through life and they like, they never really master anything and blah blah blah. Why aren't you mastering yourself? You are the expert of yourself. You are the expert of you. So that's the first premise, the first main point of the book. This the second one is, I'll say, I have a rule, and the rule is, honestly, the rule is my personal rule, my personal code is transparency in all things. Like, you have to be transparent in all things. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I'm not ignoring y'all, but I'm trying to get this stuff off. It's transparency in all things. One of the things that you have to do is you have to honestly assess your time, and you have to, like, literally break your time down to the bone gristle, and you have to assess your time and assess how you're spending your time. How are you going to manage your time if you don't know how you are spending your time? How do you find out how to spend your time? How you spend your time is you literally have to assess your time. So in the book, and this is the powerful piece, but in the book, I address several tools that you can use in order to manage your time. I also introduce the Simple Truth, Simple Truth Network, which is a place for us all to get together, like-minded people. We all come together, exchange ideas, we come together and we grow. But these tools are located there, and these tools are also located in the Simple Truth MinuteManual personal organizer. So not only did we write the book, but then we doubled back and we did a personal organizer to go with the book. So this is the organizer, your planner. And the first pages of the planner, I've created a life role matrix for you to be able to assess your time. So you're literally the way you assess your time is you have to look at your life roles. What are your roles in your life? Are you a husband? Are you a father? Are you a wife? Are you a sister, brother, neighbor, church member, fraternity member, sorority member? What are all of the roles that you play in your life? Professional, personal. What are those roles? Okay. Then you have to assess, man, man, I can't, this is to be sold, not told. Dr. Wilson, the game is to be sold, not told, baby. But then you have, then you actually have a matrix where you're going to, where you're going to actually write out all of the responsibilities for each of your roles. So you identify your roles, then you're going to write out the responsibilities of each role. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to my sister Queen 71. She been on my helmet about this. He's going to explain how to use the book. I am going to do a deeper dive explaining how to actually use the book. But that's going to be, I'm going to get that uploaded. I got you, sis. I got you. So now you're going to look and identify all of the roles within those, the duties within those roles. And then you can begin to see where your time is going, right? So now you're going to actually then allocate how much time do you actually spend in each role. So let's say you are a social worker. You understand what I'm saying? So off the muscle, ideally you're going to say, man, I spend 40 hours a week being a social worker. Well, that's not true. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have the 40 hours that you spend on the job. You also have the hour commute each way. So that's another, what is that? That's another 10 hours on a week because it's an hour each way. That's 2 hours a day. You feel me? 5 days a week. So now we're talking about another 10 hours, right? And then what about the time that you spend preparing to go to work? You understand? You got to count that in as well. So now if you spend an hour preparing to go to work, so that's another 10 hours. So now you have a 40-hour work week that's really a 60-hour work week. You understand what I'm saying? And so now you're allocating 60 hours just to your professional capacity. But you got to be real. Once again, we got to go back to being authentic. You got to be authentic with yourself. You got to tell the truth. Like you got to literally get butt naked. You got to get bucket naked and look at it. And then you can assess your time. If you are, let's say you are, let's say you bowl in a bowling league. You feel me? So now you got practices, you got games, you got commutes to practices, you got commute to games, you got all this time that you spend. What if you're a youth coach? You got practices, you have games, you have preparation work for the practices and the games. You might have to pick up the kids, you might have to take and drop the kids off, so on and so forth. You have to honestly assess your time. And once you honestly assess your time, you this boy says sex. You have to honestly assess your time. And once you honestly assess your time, now you can look at it and you can say, all right, this is how I'm spending my time. So then you can start to do the work that you need to do in order to appropriately manage your time. Okay. But those are a few of the tools that are introduced in the actual book, but you can find them as a part of the Minute Manual Organizer. Now, look, this is the kicker though. The Minute Manual Organizer, because I also believe that this has to be an ongoing thing. So every few months, you need to be assessing your time because things change, roles change, jobs change, responsibilities change, family dynamics change, uh, 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 life changes. So the book, the book, not the book, I'm sorry, the planner is a 6-month planner because I feel like every 6 months you should be reassessing your situation. So the planner goes from January to June, and then the next issue for the year comes out and it goes from July to December, and then the cycle starts over. I don't even know, Lala D, what the Queen, Lala, what is this? This is about, is this like the third year of the planner? I think this might be the third year of the planner. I think this is the third year of the planner. But you have to, once again, you have to purposefully, you have to purposefully be intentional with staying abreast to what you have going on with regard to managing your time. So that is the second point of the book. And then the last point, you know what I mean, or one of my points, and the last point I'm going to address, because you're going to have to get the book to get the rest of them. The last one I'm going to address is establishing accountability and a support system. You have to get around like-minded people. You understand what I'm saying? How can you be a person who is hell-bent on managing your time appropriately and being productive, but you're around people who aren't on the same wavelength? You understand? And as we get older, we can tell the truth and shame the church. As we get older, we start to pick up on different things and we start to distance ourselves from different things. You know, relationships that you had in your 20s are not the same relationships you're going to have in your 30s and in your 40s. You start to distance yourself, right? Things start to, you know, the people we used to kick it with, you feel me? We don't necessarily go and do those same things anymore. Some people might still be doing those things, but we don't necessarily do that stuff no more. Things change. People change. Situations change. These things change. And we have to change with them. You feel me? Like we have to change. And so the fact of the matter is you have to get around like-minded people. You have to get around a like-minded familiar energy. Yeah. Lala D said we're in year 3 now. Okay. We're in year 3 of the planner. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But that's where we are. So okay, let me tap in with the chat. I'm sorry. I apologize so much. Welcome down Realm in the building, man. Welcome down Realm is in here cracking jokes already. He called me Turbo Nose. Y'all gotta forgive him. He ain't had his insulin. You feel me? Salute to Star City J. What's good with you? Old school Winston Lee is in the building. What's happening with you? My homie, whatever man in the building. What's up with it? Whatever man, we going viral, bro, with that moving clip. We about to go viral with that moving clip. Yeah, we going viral with that reel. Salute to MJ's Total Health and Wellness in the building. What's up with it? The Jab Jamboree Act Reach in the building. What's good with you, family? Shelton, LDBC or nothing in the building. What's good with you, bro? Lala D, our residential phone sex operator in the building. What's up with it, Lala? Boxing and Barbecue, my brother in the building. What's good with you? Let me see. Yeah, Lala D coming in here talking about that pumpkin pie, man. Listen, man. Like, let me pause right now. Hey man, like, I really truly believe that pumpkin pie is a transsexual, bro. Pumpkin pie is the transsexual, it's the tranny of the pie world, man. You understand what I'm saying? And it will trick you if you're not careful. It will trick you. You know what I mean? It looks like an undercooked sweet potato pie. And so you might dive in, like, maybe mama got something with this recipe, and then you jump in. And what's your first, if you are biting into a pie, expecting a sweet potato pie, and it's a pumpkin pie, what's your first boxing and barbecue? What's your reaction? You start talking like this. And you say your face be like, eh. You like, what you trick me? And then they trick it up and they put like whipped cream on it and stuff like that, bro. That's a dead giveaway. If a sweet potato pie got whipped cream on it, they tricking you, bro. That pie got a twig and 2 apples. That's a tranny. Don't do it, man. Don't you do it. That's a tranny pie. Man, sweet potato pie is the transsexual of the pie kingdom. No disrespect to the transsexuals, man. But unless you out here tricking, if you a tranny and you out here tricking people, shame on you. Oh, woe to you. You feel me? I think that's what they say in the Bible. Woe to you. Yeah, shame on you. But man, a pumpkin pie, I ain't got no use for no pumpkin pie. I was talking, one of my customers, she's she from Texas, sister from Texas, and she called me and she always talks so sweet. Y'all know how sisters, y'all be calling because she be needing work. She need jobs done in my area and stuff. So she called me. She sound all sweet. She talk all sweet and everything, trying to trying to get me to do what, women, especially you Indians, y'all know what y'all be doing to get a brother to move. You feel me? So she be talking all sweet. So I told her one day, I said, oh, nah, you be getting me to do a whole lot of stuff. We coming up on the holiday season. I'm gonna need one of them sweet potato pies up out you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a sweet potato pie. Send you my address. You can go on and overnight that to me though. And she said, I'm more of a pumpkin pie type of girl. My first thought was, oh, this might be a man. You feel me? But then I had to come back too, because I'm, pumpkin pies, transsexual. You feel me? But I'm like, all right. So I had to come back too. And I'm like, all right, pumpkin pie, like, what are we doing here? And then she told me she never made a sweet potato pie. So then I commenced to say, who raised you? You feel me? Who raised you? I know good in that. And she said, I don't even know how to make a sweet potato pie. So then I said, you wasn't watching Big Mama? And she said her Big Mama and everybody in her family laughs at her because she makes pumpkin pie instead of sweet potato pie. You feel me? Man, that's my whole, now when she called me, I can't help but think about that pumpkin pie. Man, no, man. No. That is the one thing I hate about this season. No pumpkin pie, no pumpkin spice, no pumpkin bread, no pumpkin donuts. Y'all, man, go to hell with all this pumpkin stuff, man. Go to hell with all, pumpkin is a squash. Do you know that? Pumpkin is a squash. Why don't you make a zucchini pie? You feel me? You be better off making a butternut squash pie. That probably tastes better than pumpkin. Man, you don't, bro. You smash pumpkins, bro. You kick people's jack-o'-lanterns off their porch. You feel me? When you terrorizing the neighborhood, you smash pumpkins, bro. You don't eat them. Now I heard the pumpkin seeds are good for you. You feel me? But no, man. And you damn sure don't scoop out no pumpkin. Take the guts, stir it up, put sugar and butter in it, and turn it into a pie. That's blasphemous. Salute to my sister Florida Treese in the building. A whole lot of Memphis. Whole lot of Memphis in here. Salute to my sister Happy Hour Conversations with Tamika. What's up with it, Meek Meek? What's up with it, Meek Meek? Salute to Tamika. What's up with it, Thomas Few Sr.? Salute to my brother T Few in the building. What's good with you, man? Frank from the land, what's good with you, homie? Lucchini, this is it. What? Salute to Lucchini, man. Did I miss it? Joe Delaney. Salute to my sister Joe Delaney in the building. Salute to my sister Queen 71. Queen, I miss you. I need a hug, Queen. I miss you. I miss you. I got whatever man already. I got La D already. AB in the building. What's good with you, homie? Salute to AB in the building. Old school Winston Lee in the building, man. You feel me? He says sweet potato pie don't need no extra. Yeah, bro. You don't sprinkle no what you call that? No cool whip on no damn pie. No whipped cream on no sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie don't need nothing. You feel me? You might have a little vanilla bean ice cream on the side, depending on how chubby you are. You feel me? But it don't need nothing else, man. It don't need. Joe Delaney laughing. Don't laugh at me, baby. It get worse. Don't laugh at me. I get worse. La D said pumpkin pancakes. Man, if I go somewhere and they give me some pumpkin pancakes, man, it's gonna be some. Man, I'm gonna paint the wall. Pumpkin pancakes, man. Man, pumpkin cheesecake. La D, I'm starting to think you a pumpkin person. You a pumpkin person? I'm starting to think you a pumpkin person. You got all these pumpkin recipes. You feel me? Winston Lee said the best thing about pumpkins is Michael Myers. Yeah, Queen 71 said, or leave them on the porch till Christmas. Yeah, that's what you do with pumpkins. You leave pumpkins outside. You don't even have pumpkins in your house. Pumpkin is a dirty. It's a dirty. Nah, man. Jared 11 Green said pumpkin spice is the nastiest coffee cream ever, bro. Salute to Big Dad's Kunky Dog. What's up with it? Johnny Bryant, what's good with your homie? I ain't seen you in a while, Johnny Bryant. Is you a cop, Jay Reed? Nah, man, pumpkin spice. Y'all can go to hell with pumpkin spice. Lala D said, maybe it's a New England thing. We use them. You be eating pumpkin spice? And you probably got pumpkin spice massage oil and stuff like that you be using. You be using a pumpkin spice sex oil. Let me get off of that subject before we totally crash the train on this show. Man, I hate pumpkins, boxing and barbecue. I ain't gonna lie. I like pumpkins because you make them for jack-o'-lanterns. I like them to make jack-o'-lanterns, bro. And you know, it helps usher in the harvest. Like I like pumpkins, bro. I like the way they decoration. They're decoration. They're not to be consumed. You feel me? Like they not to be consumed. Lala D, you like pumpkins because you are a freak. And that's all I can come up with. Can I get back to the book now, please? Being around like-minded people, man. That's the last little piece, man. Being around like-minded people. Well, it's almost like a guest, but I do have a special segment that, you know what I mean, I do want to will play for you all real quick before I get myself ready to get out of here. You guys can be sure to ask any questions that you have with regard to the book. Once again, they're both available online. The link in the description for the book, the Simple Truth MinuteManual, the 1-hour book that will change the way you watch the clock, written by yours truly, JuniorTheTruth, as well as the Simple Truth the Simple Truth MinuteManual personal organizer, man. It's a game changer. The organizer is a game changer. And salute to everybody that has the organizer. I know Queen gets everyone. Lala D has one. I know Tamika has one. I'm not sure who else. I think Treese might have one. Nah, Treese was waiting for the digital version, which I'm not sure. I don't know how that's gonna work yet. But salute to everybody that has it. But let me play this for you all really, really quickly. Well, it's not gonna be quick, but I'll play this segment for you all. And hopefully this might be able to help answer any questions that you might have.
Ever catch yourself like multiple times a day just thinking, wait, what time is it?
Oh, absolutely.
It's the catchphrase I never meant to have.
Right.
But it speaks to this bigger feeling, right? That we're always racing against the clock.
It's a common struggle.
It is.
I mean, we're constantly bombarded with information.
Yes.
Opportunities.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
It is.
But it can definitely be overwhelming.
Totally. And that's actually a perfect segue into what we're diving into today.
Okay.
We're looking at the Simple Truth MinuteManual.
Okay.
And right off the bat, I love that it's hinting at we don't need these big complicated systems.
Right.
It's about finding those little nuggets, those practical tips to really master our relationship with time so we can, have more success, more love, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and it starts with a really interesting premise.
All right.
It basically says that we're already experts
Okay.
on ourselves.
See, now, when I first read that, I was like, okay, I'm not sure I follow, like, expert on myself.
Right.
What does that even look like?
Yeah, it sounds kind of obvious when you first hear it.
Right.
But the author, he breaks it down this way. Think about what an expert really is. It's someone who has like this really deep knowledge in a specific area, right?
Okay.
So who better to be an expert on your life, your experiences, your unique challenges
Then you.
than you?
Right. It's true. It's like we forget that sometimes. Like
Well,
we're so busy looking for outside validation or direction. It's like, oh, should I take this personality quiz? Should I ask,
Right.
all these different sources when really.
Yeah, and the book isn't saying those are bad things. It's
Yeah.
not like personality tests are inherently bad,
Right.
but it's about recognizing that you are the ultimate authority
Yes.
on you,
I love that.
your experiences, your
Yeah.
potential
Mm-hmm.
that comes from within.
Yes. It's like we're looking for the instruction manual outside
Yeah.
instead of realizing
we are the instruction manual.
yes,
Yeah.
like we have that inner wisdom.
yes.
And it makes me think about that phrase that the author uses, which is like taking authority
yes.
over our personal growth.
Yes.
What does that even look like? Because it feels, I don't know, it feels kind of radical almost.
It does.
To be like, wait a minute.
It's a shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shift for sure.
Yeah.
I think one of the first things is he talks about the importance of creating space
Okay.
for yourself to actually connect with that inner expert.
Okay.
So that might look like, 5 minutes in the morning to journal.
Okay.
Or 10 minutes to meditate. Or a walk in nature without your phone,
Right. Like disconnecting from all the noise.
Exactly.
And like going inward.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And in those moments, you can start to ask yourself some really powerful questions. Like, what is it that actually matters to me? What brings me joy?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, like when do I
And
feel
it brings me joy.
when do I feel most energized?
Yes.
Most alive? What really lights me up?
Yeah, and it's interesting because I feel like for so long I was like trying to figure out the answers to those questions.
From other people?
Yes, exactly. Like
well.
what does society...
Just to be happy.
Yes, should I be happy? Should this light me up?
Exactly.
When it's like, no, that has to come from within.
Yes, and it's also important to remember, too, that it's your inner landscape.
Right.
So it's going to be different
Yeah.
from everyone else's.
Totally.
Your version of personal greatness, as this book calls it,
Yes.
it's going to look different from mine, from the person next to you.
From like what we see on social media.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not about achieving some destination
Right.
that everyone's striving for.
It's personal.
Yeah.
It's in the name, personal greatness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where, I think the book also talks about the importance of avoiding comparison.
Oh, yeah, the comparison trap.
The comparison trap, yeah.
It's so real.
Because we're constantly bombarded with images.
Yes.
And stories.
And like, it's hard not to...
Of other people's, yeah.
Yeah, to look at that and be like, oh, well, they're doing that.
Not good enough.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
So how do we quiet that voice?
That's a great question.
Because it's so loud.
It is. It is.
That inner critic, that's like, come on, you should be further along by now.
Yeah, and that's where I think this idea of connecting with that inner expert is so important.
Okay.
Because it's about recognizing that that voice, that inner critic,
Yeah.
is often coming from a place of fear
Oh, that's interesting.
or insecurity. It's like a defense mechanism.
Okay.
Right? It's trying to protect you, but it's actually holding you back.
So it's about like reframing it almost
Yeah.
of like, okay, I hear you, fear, I hear you, insecurity, but I'm going to choose to listen to
that wiser voice.
this other voice.
Yeah, that more compassionate voice that's within you.
It's like we're reclaiming that power, right? Instead of giving it away to like all these external sources.
Yes.
We're like, no, we got this. Like we can figure this out.
Exactly. And it's interesting because the book even emphasizes, like, you don't have to do it all at once.
Okay.
It's not about like this huge overnight transformation.
Yeah.
It's really about those small shifts.
Yeah.
Like even just making one small change
Yeah.
in how you manage your time or your energy,
Yeah.
that can have a ripple effect.
It's like that whole idea of like progress over perfection.
Yes.
Like we don't have to have it all figured out.
Yes.
It's those little steps, those little like, those little wins along the way.
Exactly. It's about consistency, and it's about,
Yeah.
taking those small steps toward the vision that you have for yourself.
And speaking of, support and community, I love that the author also talks about that. Yes.
Because I feel like sometimes we can get so caught up in like, oh, personal growth, it's all on me.
Right.
But actually, like, having that community, having those people to like,
Yes.
to share the journey with can make such a difference.
Absolutely. Like, even though it's called personal greatness,
Right.
it doesn't mean you have to do it alone.
Totally. And I think that's actually like a really, really important takeaway from all of this.
Yes.
It's like, you don't have to wait for like this perfect moment.
Yes.
Or for like all the answers to magically appear.
Right.
Just start tapping into that inner wisdom.
Well, exactly. You already have everything you need.
We do. It's like we said, we're already experts on ourselves.
Yourselves.
It's just about remembering that.
Yeah.
And trusting it. And, if you're feeling stuck, ask yourself that question.
What do my inner expert have to say?
Yes. Like, what would my inner expert tell me right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. This has been so insightful. I'm walking away with so much to think about. Me too.
And I love that idea of like that question of like, what does my inner expert have to say?
Yes.
That's something we can all ask ourselves.
Every single day.
Every single day. Well, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for guiding us through this deep dive.
Thank you for having me.
And to everyone listening, remember, the answers are within you. Trust that inner expert.
Got this.
You got this. Until next time.
I'm about to send them an invoice. You don't get to take my work now and just be using my stuff now. Yeah, you don't get to just take my work and use it. We're gonna have to send them an invoice, man. Salute. Salute though, man. Thank y'all. Yeah, man. Yeah. So ultimately though, once again, like I said, just kind of to recap, the book is there. And more importantly than the book, and more importantly than the personal organizer, I want you all to understand the importance of time management in your life. Time management is not just a professional thing. It's not just for, supervisors or bosses and owners. And it's not for that. It's not just for business owners. It's not just for entrepreneurs. Time management is for everybody. Being intentional with your time is for everyone. And once again, the book is just chock full of practical application pieces where you can literally apply to your life. And I did put the link in the description to Junior the Truth, or it's JRTheTruth.com. All of the links to the book are also available in the description of this video. And once again, man, I just want to re-emphasize that self-mastery, man, self-development, self-improvement, self-growth, these are for everybody. It's not just for certain ilks and certain types of people. These concepts are for everybody. And if you're going to spend time doing anything with your life, you should definitely be spending time mastering yourself. You should be spending time developing yourself. Salute the main event, Mark. I see you. Salute the Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Yeah, my brother T Few said, go get the book, people. Go get that book, man. Yeah, if you're gonna spend time doing anything, you should be spending time mastering yourself. We spend so much time on social media. We spend so much time on YouTube. We spend so much time mindlessly scrolling down TikTok, Instagram, so on and so forth. You should be spending some time mastering yourself. You should be spending some time working on yourself and literally pursuing your personal greatness, man. That's it. I'm not gonna give y'all no more out the book. The book is too short. I can come up here and literally go through the whole book in 30 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? But then you wouldn't go buy the book. Go get the book, man. The book is available. Like I said, it's available. All you got to do is Google the Simple Truth Minute Manual and it'll pop up. You can get it in the print form, ebook form, and audiobook form. But I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all, man. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in and kicking it with me this morning, man, and letting me slow walk through the Simple Truth Minute Manual and the Minute Manual, the first installment of the Minute Manual franchise. So thank you. Lala D says, and Junior, when you start doing that, your body actually helps you. The so-called chakras, even your intestines. And you're talking about focusing on yourself, Lala D? Is that what you're talking about? But thank you all so much. Those of you all who do have the book, I do need to start getting some testimonials from you all. I would love, especially those of y'all who create content, I would love for you to do a short, just do a, if you could do a short, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute spiel about the book and the planner and how they have helped you. Or if you don't want to do it that way, you can just send me a message. You can send me a audio message on Instagram or the Simple Truth Network. You can come over there, but shoot me a message and tell me how the book has helped, if it's helped at all, so on and so forth. I really need those. I'm gonna start building up the testimonials for the book, man. But thank you so much. My brother said, where's the link? Hold on, I'll put the link to JuniorTheTruth.com. Let me see. Okay, so you can go there and then you'll see the book. Come over, and that link will also plug you in with the Simple Truth Network. That's that. Lala D said the creator made our body so intelligent. It's crazy. Yeah, it is. The body is a machine. The body is a machine. But y'all can go, that's the link. That link, you can follow that link and you can find the book there at that, in all the ways to connect with me there as well. But salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Salute to everybody that shows love to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. Let me pay some bills real quick. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products specifically for you. So be sure to come check us out. www.theblackgent.com. That's www.theblackgent.com. Thank y'all so much, man. Be sure to go get the book, The Simple Truth MinuteManual, the 1-hour book that will change the way you watch the clock, written by yours truly, Junior the Truth. Be on the lookout. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, you can, because we still have October, November, so you can still get the planner if you want to. The new planner, the new planner for January through July of 2024, it will be available. It will be available early November. And so you can start ordering that there as well. But man, that's it, man. Salute to y'all. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. You have absolutely no idea, man. None whatsoever. This is Junior the Truth signing off. I'm giving you your daily reminder to view your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a pair of dice, man. I'm gonna say that again. View your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a pair of dice, man. I'm Ohio born, player made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We want to help be your swagger, style, class, and luxury. We make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the Black Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah. The Black Gentleman Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.